What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about one of the biggest updates coming to Season 4, some exclusive surprises from Vondel, and even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a huge reminder, a project I've been working on over the last couple of months, it's finally set to launch as of tomorrow. I'll be announcing everything over on my Twitter and here on YouTube through my next video, and also in a community post. Definitely stay tuned for a very crazy announcement in regards to something that I think will actually blow your minds. Very excited, and I can't wait to talk more about it in the next 24 hours. But also let me know in the comment section, are you guys hyped for the next Warzone 2 map called Vondel? We're going to get Resurgence and DMZ support for the map on day 1, with Battle Royale support coming for the map later in the mid-season update. I just can't believe it. We just got technically a new Warzone map during our mid-season 3 update, which is Koshai Complex, of course only for DMZ, but we've gotten quite a few maps added to Warzone 2's map pool over the last couple of months, and I wonder how many more are on deck for the remainder of Modern Warfare 2's life cycle. Of course, we have a rumor right now that Las Almas is the Warzone integration for Modern Warfare 3, so the map should be coming out at some point this fall. Lots of things to look forward to, but as we're going to talk about in a second, there are some major and honestly surprising changes coming to Warzone in Season 4 that are kind of things you've been asking for, and also things that we also just didn't think about at all as the community. But first and certainly foremost, a Codcaster Spectator tool has been added to Warzone for the World Series of Warzone qualifiers. So this is just one of those features that, again, has been asked for quite some time. When the World Series of Warzone first came out during the Verdansk 84 season, that was again during Cold War, a lot of things that people out there were asking about, and I'm glad that feedback was listened to, and a lot of quality of life changes that we were all hoping for did get added in to make competitive Warzone possible. There's obviously still things that you're probably hoping to see. There's definitely things that you might have missed that are actually coming to Season 4, and there's also things that I'm sure the studio is working on right now that we just don't have any idea about. It may have felt like over the last couple of seasons they've just been playing catch up with Warzone 2 to implement features that we already had during the 3 years of Warzone 1's life cycle. I know it probably felt that way, but better late than never. They're finally catching up, and now can begin working on actual new and innovative features that wouldn't have been possible to add into Warzone 1 for obvious limitations and restrictions and other problems. So the future of Warzone 2 couldn't be brighter. Alright, so quite a bit of information has been revealed already in terms of Vondel, with more information that is also going to get revealed before the launch of the map. And right here we have a tactical overview of all of our points of interest that'll be in this new experience. Again, castle, graveyard, central station, the stadium, a zoo, an exhibit, a museum. This map is very unique. All the points of interest specifically have their own identities. There's so many secrets they're going to be able to uncover in these points of interest as well, and we're only going to figure those out when the map actually launches and we play the map for ourselves for the very first time. But again, there's a full blog post just going over all the individual points of interest and exactly what the tips and tricks are when navigating through each and every one of these locations. Also, again, beautiful images of what's going on here in Vondel, right? From location to location. There are some really cool screenshots of just how unique the map design is for a map like Vondel. Again, a completely original experience, not borrowing assets from the campaign or any other aspect of COD 2.0. But moving over into our Season 4 dedicated blog post, which talks a little bit more about the quality of life changes, mechanics, and overhauls we're going to see here in Warzone 2. Let's start off here with this part of the blog post in regards to Vondel. Set your coordinates for an all-new map and exclusion zone in DMZ. Size-wise, Vondel's geographical footprint is between Mazrah and Ashika Island, welcoming up to 18 operators for DMZ and 72 for Resurgence game modes. That's really good to know. Developed by Binox, Vondel features 15 distinct points of interest, including a video castle dating back to Saxon times, and then again more information about what's going on with specific environments. Talked about that already, as we had a separate tactical preview or a separate tactical blog released a couple of days after the Season 4 one came out. But besides that, for launch modes, we have a new lockdown LTM, Resurgence, plus even more updates. It's worth pointing out though, the new limited time mode lockdown isn't coming out until June 28th, so still a part of the launch window for Season 4, but not right away at launch on June 14th. Essentially, this is just Hardpoint, but inside of Warzone, similar to Fireteam Hardpoint that we had over in Black Ops Cold War. That's now coming over into Warzone 2.0 now. Very excited about that. But Resurgence, as we all know it, is coming out over on launch. Again, that is going to be on June 14th. Here's one of the biggest features, though, that changes everything about Warzone as we know it, specifically Resurgence. We have dynamic Resurgence timers. So as it says here, the Resurgence mode is set to receive a new dynamic timer feature as part of a general plan with aspirations for all online modes. Call of Duty devs are introducing a new feature, dynamic Resurgence timers. This automatically adjusts a squad's timers should one or multiple squad members disconnect. So those squad members rejoin, the Resurgence time revert back to their normal countdowns. However, in general, dynamic Resurgence timers should be an equalizer for squads that suddenly find themselves short an operator. Notice how it says, should those squad members rejoin? So yes, a rejoining feature is coming to Warzone 2.0. They'll probably talk more about this in some future tweets, other parts of a future blog post, but for those out there that disconnect because of their internet or because of bad servers or whatever the case is, you can be able to join back into a game of Resurgence, and especially DMZ, where the stakes are high when it comes to your loot. Imagine getting disconnected from DMZ after regaining pretty well. That you're just out of luck. So luckily a rejoin feature is on the way, but when it comes to a Resurgence timer though, this solves a big issue. And the big issue that I'm thinking about is every week when the playlist updates on a Wednesday, usually we see removed squad sizes, right? And you see, oh, people out there complaining about wanting to play solos, but they can't. So they have to queue up solo on duos or trios or quads. Well, what about, even though there's a challenge going into quads when you're just by yourself, even though you're still essentially 1v4ing people, having that Resurgence timer be dynamic to how many people are in your game will ensure that you still get the pace of gameplay that you're looking for, no matter what squad sizes are available that week inside of COD 2.0. That is massive and solves a big issue when it comes to which playlists are available on what week. Moving on though, we have the Vengeance icon, something that was also in Warzone 1 that I almost forgot existed because it's been so long since we played regular Rebirth. But when you've been dropped during a Warzone match, maybe time to reevaluate your tactical metal. Don't get tilted, get even. In other words, wouldn't you want to know where the operator behind your squad mate's kill cam moved to after they eliminated them in a Resurgence match? Well, the Vengeance icon allows you to find out who that is. In Season 4, all Resurgence matches will include this core mechanic improvement, an icon that shows the location of the opponent that eliminated your squad mate when you ping the player. Fantastic. Again, something that was already in Warzone 1, took a while to come into Warzone 2, but like I said earlier in the video, better late than never. And that's a pretty cool skin, by the way. That'll be a pretty cool bundle probably during our mid-season updates. And more information here about the Vengeance icon, you know, exactly how long it lasts, and just good intel on exactly how both of these new features are going to be planned to be incorporated in Resurgence right away at launch on June 14th. Talked about DMZ, of course, in a separate video, and I'll have that link down below in this video's description. But moving on to additional features, we have the new TAV, aka the Tactical Amphibious Vehicle, allowing you to drive on both land and water exclusively here inside of Vondel. It's a 4-passenger vehicle. They can travel over both land and water, making it the perfect ride for the streets and the canals of Vondel. Really excited about that one. We also have the favorite supply box, which will be unlocked through the Assault on Vondel event. I'll be talking more about that event likely on around Tuesday or Wednesday. But with that being said, formerly known as the personal supply box in the original Call of Duty Warzone, favorite supply box is a rare container that, when open, unlocks your favorite weaponry and deposits it out for you to quickly gather and utilize. Each operator's favorite supply box contents will be different in theory, as the box pulls the primary and secondary weapons from the favorite loadout of your choosing, along with ammo and an armor plate. To choose a favorite loadout, simply go to the weapon sections of the Warzone menu, hover over a custom loadout, and select Set to Favorite. So really cool there. Remember, supply box is rare within Vondel, so when you find one, open it quickly to get your favorite weapons before an enemy player gets the opportunity to secure theirs. We also have the Reinforcement Flare, also available via unlocking the Assault on Vondel event. Again, there'll be a series of challenges you can do day one to get certain cosmetic rewards. Then there will also be community-based challenges that are time-gated or time-based, so you have to wait for those to unlock before you can actually go in and do the challenge and get the reward. But it's cool that it's like Rebirth Reinforced from Warzone 1, where there'll be cosmetics you can get by doing your own thing at your own pace, but there will also be community challenges where, upon finishing them, there will be actual game features added into whatever the Warzone map is. In this case, it's Vondel. So as it says, this field upgrade can be an absolute game changer in Battle Royale matches, as its purpose is for reinforcing your squad via squad mate redeployment. So again, even after the Resurgence timer has closed, you can just go outside, pop the Reinforcement Flare, and your teammate can come back in. It's that simple. So it's a new field upgrade that'll be featured in Season 4. With that, we also have a new public event called High Stakes. In addition to the other public events that are present in BR and Resurgence, Vondel will launch with a new public event, High Stakes. When it starts, several loadout-sized crates will drop from the sky. Capturing them grants double weapon and player XP for the duration of the match. And if you're wondering if this bonus stacks with double XP tokens or double XP events, the answer is yes. An operator who already has double XP active will gain quadruple XP if they or a squad mate secure this package. What the F? Hopefully there are no exploits that are found with this to where they have to remove this from the game for a while until they fix it. This sounds dangerous, but wow. An absolute boon for those looking to rank up quickly. Prepare to double down when these crates all fall from the sky. And we talked more about this in a previous video, but also in the Assault on Vondel event, there'll be a taxi cabs on the canals feature added in. So it's really cool that aside from just releasing cosmetics and, you know, other basic things like melee weapons or whatever else, they're actually going to add in actual game features into the map as we progress through certain community challenges. So in this case, it'll be a taxi cab in the water that you can unlock after finishing stage 1 of the Assault on Vondel event. Moving on though, the Sandstorm subsides in Mazrah. This kind of answers the question as to what was going on in the Nick Merckx and Tim the Tapman blog post images a while back, where behind those operators you were able to see a collapsed gas station, a Sandstorm, point of interest updates that hadn't gone live yet in Season 3. It was teasing Season 4 here, as you can see. So Mazrah no longer has a Sandstorm buffeting operators and combatants, but the damage to downtown is already done. Mazrah City now several sandbanks to climb upon, which offer new and creative ways to approach some of the city's prominent buildings. Specifically, expect a massive sand dune up to the side of the TV tower, embassy, and high-rise. The dunes also piled up across some roadways, including covering parts of the highway system and nearly flooded entire small structures in the main downtown area. There's also partial destruction that will offer new approaches to maneuvering in, within, and out of the city, specifically at gas stations, kind of like Octane from COD Ghost, getting vibes of that. More details on how Mazrah updates will be provided in the patch notes next week, and they'll be dropping likely Wednesday morning at like 8, 9 a.m. Central. More at mid-season though. Vondel Battle Royale along with a gulag for that, resembling the classic showers from the Verdansk gulag back during Modern Warfare 19 cycle. So lots of cool things coming during Season 4 Reloaded. We'll talk more about that in a separate video. But mid-season is also when the return of the Occupation Scan public event and a new quest for Redacted involving Redacted will be available. Not sure what that means. A new quest for Vondel involving something? Not sure what that could mean there, but hopefully we get some crazy Easter eggs again on the same scale of the ones that we got during Warzone 1. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on some of these crazy changes coming to Warzone 2 here in Season 4? How excited are you guys feeling about Vondel now that you went through this entire blog post and could see how much innovation is being implemented in one map alone? And also, what are your thoughts on everything else we discussed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.